Have you ever went out and shot your bow and couldn't figure out why your arrow wouldn't shoot straight? It might not even be you. It could have been something got bumped on your bow. It could be that your nock point got moved. It could be that your rest got moved. Well, there's a quick and simple way to do it. Instead of having to go to an archery shop and spend $40 or even $50 to have them paper tune your bow, you can do it right from home.
You'll need parchment paper, a knife, tape, and a box. Use your knife to cut off all the tabs on the box. Any box will do, but just remember, the bigger the box, the more times you can shoot without having to change your paper. Next, rip yourself off some of the parchment paper. I personally like to have a little bit overhanging on the box. It kind of gives me a little bit more tape room in order to grab better. But that's all up to whatever you feel like doing. Now for the most important part. The paper needs to be nice and tight when it's up on the box. If it has any slack into it, you're not going to get a good reading when you shoot. So you need to have the paper as tight as can be.
So, after your box has been made, time to prop up a target. I like to put my paper tuner usually just a couple feet above my target, just because of the fact that I am blind shooting. I don't want to hit my wall. But other than that, be able to come up, put your paper tuner down, and start shooting into it. And that way you'll be able to see if you have a right tear, left tear, up, down, check to see if you need to move your nock point. There's a lot of things that can happen, but the paper tuner will be able to tell you what you're doing. So what did you think about that paper tuner? You know, for something being cheap, easy, and effective, and a lot of the stuff that you can substitute out, and you might even have all the stuff sitting at your house. But for how simple that was to make and to be able to check my tune so fast and effectively, I just don't see a better way. You know, I can replace the box and, have something plastic. I've used a bucket before. I've used a tote before. There's a lot of stuff you can substitute out. Instead of using tape, you could use clips. But, the parchment paper really shows what your tune's doing, how's it going, and, where you have to make that adjustments. And for me personally, I play with more arrows than anybody I know. I have a whole box full of arrows that's different spines, and I even got a kit set, and I've got tips from 100 to 300 grains. So I play with more arrows than anybody I know. I'll take them, I'll set them up, tune them, see what the weight of the arrow is, the front of center, just to see if I can get them to tune right. And I'll do this all year long using the exact same bow, and then just keep bouncing from tunes until I find something that I truly like. Am I getting a bullet hole without having to drive 20, 30 minutes to your local pro shop? Whatever it might be, it's cheap, it's easy, and it's effective. Well, I hope you guys liked the video. Over the past handful of years, I've been doing this a lot and using the paper tuner just like that as much as I can. So hopefully it works for you guys, and until next time, I'll see you then. Hey, this is Jonathan Beebe, the owner of Beebe Outdoors. If you guys can do something for me, go down, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I'm really trying to grow the channel, and I'd really like you guys to see the rest of the videos I got coming, so stay tuned.